And then the most important thing, in order to interpret the data, they do not have to interview the people personally, right? But they concerns on the statistic. Okay, they want to see the figures. Okay, how many involved? How many Malays involved? How many Chinese, Indians involved in this case? Okay, their age group. So, in order to interpret the data, they just focus on numbers. So, this is the glaring difference between anthropological methodology and also sociological methods. Okay, do you think you understand now? What's the difference between anthropological and also sociological method? Okay, anthropological research normally revolves around small-scale, non-European societies and is descriptive and holistic in nature. Okay, so you have to remember, it is descriptive, meaning that it has to write very detailed whatever actions, okay, in order to interpret the data. Okay, they have to describe what have been done by the people, the way they eat, the way they talk, the way they treat people. Everything must be in detail, descriptive nature. Okay, so it is not only just based on interview, okay, but based on their experience when they stay together, they are going to write about what people feel, okay, what people think. Okay, so this is how it involves descriptive in nature. And it is holistic in nature, meaning that in order to understand the people's view, they have to study maybe in terms of the political structure, maybe in terms of the history. Okay, so there are many other disciplines that they have to go through in order for them to come out with conclusions about certain actions or behavior, in order for them to clearly understand about the culture. Okay, and in contrast, okay, sociological research revolves around large-scale modern societies and is quantitative, and it is very specific in nature. Okay, and just now we have learned about ethnography. Okay, maybe ethnography study is very new to you, but what you have to understand that ethnography involves field work in certain society. You remember when I mentioned just now? Okay, you just imagine you from the modern society, you have to stay together with the people. Okay, so for this ethnography, you have to understand what are the techniques used. Okay, so we have discussed just now. It involves participant observation, whereby the researcher have to stay, have to mingle around, okay, have to stay together with the people that they are studying. Okay, and the other technique is based on genealogy studies, right, in order to know the link, okay, in order to understand about the societal relations from one descendant to the other descendant, from one families to the other families. And they can tag with key informant. Okay, so these techniques require the researcher to be close with one prominent figure, okay, maybe Tok Batin, okay, among orang asli, or penghulu among the Malay people, okay, in order to get the informations about the culture, about the people that they want to study. And the other technique is based on life history, okay, based on one prominent figure. Okay, when the researchers study about these people, this person, okay, they will study about okay, how these people think. Okay, when they study about how these people think, then they can see it managed to give them clear picture about the way of thinking of the society. Okay, okay, the actions they are going to learn, they are going to understand about the characteristics of the culture based on this life history. And then what you have to understand, ethnography involves a longitudinal studies. Okay, it is not just 2 months, 3 months, okay, at least about 1 year. Okay, because this is to ensure the validity of the study. Okay, now, as we discussed just now, when we go through the techniques, we have the data, then we need to interpret the data. Okay, how to interpret the data? Basically, we have discussed about the 3 perspectives: emic perspective, ethic perspective, okay, and also the other one is ethnocentric bias, right? So emic perspective focus on the local viewpoints, okay. Ethic perspective focus on the researcher's viewpoint. Okay, I hope you can see the difference between emic perspective and ethic perspective. Again, I want to ask you a question. As a researcher, which perspective that you need to follow? Emic perspective or ethic perspective? Is it valid if you want to do the interpretation based on your own interpretation about something? Okay, you spend time to study about the local behavior, about the social behavior of certain people. Okay, and then in order to conclude, you use your own viewpoint rather than the local people's viewpoint. Okay, and anthropologists should try their best to prevent ethnocentric bias from influencing their research. Okay, so we understand that researchers also a normal human being, right? Being a normal human being, you tend to have your own perspective, okay? And you come from certain background. Okay, so the researchers, from whatever background the researchers come, they need to make sure that they are not biased to their own local culture. Okay, because there is no superiority, okay, among the culture. You cannot claim that your culture is the best, okay, because you have to understand that, okay, in any cultures, they promote more on the good values. So all cultures are the best. So we cannot claim that this culture is best, this culture is bad, okay, this is advanced, this is not advanced, okay, because the perspective may be different. Okay, so up to these points, okay, we have covered certain parts, okay, about the interpretations of data, okay, and then the other issue that we have discussed just now is about theory. Okay, I asked you a question just now. Okay, is theory important or not? Okay, is it necessary for you to follow theories? Okay, so theory is important, okay, as a springboard for furthering research. Okay, so it can be a guidelines. Okay, it provides you provides you a guide in order for you to conduct research. Okay, some well-known anthropological theories include evolutionary theory, diffusion theory, and functionalism. Okay, so we have discussed about the methodology that been used, okay, in order to conduct anthropological research. From the previous topic, from topic 1, I hope you already understand what is the connection between man, society, and culture. Okay, so you can see how man always related to society because man cannot live alone in this world. Okay, so in order for an individual to live peacefully in a society, then they may need to refer to certain set of rules and regulation. Of course, everybody want to be accepted by the other people. Okay, so by this, okay, it's either by conscious or subconscious, okay, we manage to develop culture. Okay, so everybody, okay, people will do their actions based on the usual practice, what been accepted, what been approved by the society. So this is how culture come to the picture. Okay, so you can see how man, society, and culture is related to each other. So meaning that culture cannot be alienated from the life of the society. Okay, and men cannot live alone in this world. In order for them to live in a society, they need to follow they need to follow certain rules and regulation that is set by the society. So that is culture. Okay, it becomes a habitual practice, okay, among the people. And in topic 2 just now, okay, in order to study further about the connection between man, society, and culture, topic 2 discuss about the method, about the research method in conducting anthropological studies. Okay, so I hope you can see the connection from topic 1 to topic 2. Okay, In tutorial 3, we are going to cover topic 3 and 4, whereby you can see that each topics are interrelated to each other. Okay, so till then, I hope that we can meet again in the tutorial 2.